What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we have had what they're calling a breakthrough regarding stimulus in the next infrastructure package. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now, what we're hearing is that we now have a new timeline. We have a likely path forward. Now, we're yet to get the details of this agreement that we're hearing of, but what we're hearing is that bipartisan group of lawmakers, they have reached a deal, and they're going to be meeting today to get support from President Joe Biden, and we're going to be seeing the new path unfold for stimulus. And we're seeing new articles come out like this. This one just came out this morning. A bipartisan infrastructure plan has a breakthrough in Congress, but it's not over yet. Next, bipartisan group of senators to brief Biden on infrastructure framework after potential breakthrough in talks. U.S. senators reach deal on infrastructure framework, will brief Biden, and that's happening right now. And infrastructure negotiators agree to framework for package. And lastly, senators say White House aides agreed to infrastructure framework. So I'm going to be diving into this article here from The Hill. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as to what's unfolding, the path forward, the new timelines, what's going to be happening with stimulus, and will there be included stimulus checks, the likelihood of what we'll see in this package. So you guys, I'm going to dive in, get you caught up on the latest as of today, June 24th, 2021. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, don't forget to just smash that like button, leave your comments, and share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Those simple gestures just take a second, and they really help out my channel a lot. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to let you know what's going to be unfolding today in Congress regarding the stimulus and the new path forward. All right, so first up, link in the description below to this article that just came out yesterday evening as soon as this news broke. And the article says, senators involved in bipartisan negotiations say they and the White House officials have agreed to an infrastructure framework. And they'll meet with President Biden Thursday to brief him. And that's today, and that's going to be happening right now. So as soon as we get information on that, I'll be sure to let you guys know what they say. Now, Republicans and Democrats have come together along with the White House, and we've agreed on a framework. And we're going to be heading to the White House tomorrow, said Senator Mitt Romney to reporters yesterday. Now, Senator Joe Manchin, another member of the group, he confirmed that the White House officials in the meeting, they signed off on the framework and that they came to an agreement. So you guys, they're saying that they've got the White House on board. They've got a bipartisan group of congressional leaders that have come together, and they're saying that we could have this as the path forward for the physical infrastructure portion of this bill. Reading on, it says, they said it sounded good. We said we're all on the same page, Manchin added about the White House's reaction in the meeting. Now, the plan, according to the senators, consists largely of details the bipartisan group has released in recent weeks as the senators tried to gain momentum for their proposal. It includes roughly the same amount of new spending, $579 billion, for a total of $974 billion over the course of 5 years, or $1.2 trillion over the course of 8 years. Now, after days of high-profile confusion and division over how to pay for the agreement, senators emerged on Wednesday night's meeting saying that both the top line and how to pay for it have been locked in, so they've taken care of all of these details. Now, we are yet to receive this information. Hopefully it'll be unveiled here likely today if we come out of this meeting and hear that Biden supports it. But what they're saying is all of this now has been worked out. Now, Senator Susan Collins told reporters that there is a framework on a bipartisan infrastructure package. Now, the agreement is effective tentative until and if Biden signs off. So right now, we're going to see if he's going to be signing off on this today. Senators noted that they still also need to draft the legislation and iron out final details. So they've got the framework, they have a proposal, but they need to put it into an official bill. They need to unveil all the details, and then they'll see if it'll pass into law. There's always details. We haven't written them down yet, said Romney. So just to clarify, this is not an official bill, but they have something assembled and ready to go. They're getting approval from everybody, and then they'll move forward with actually drafting up some legislation. Now, Collins added that there are still a lot of details to be worked out, and the White House stopped short of putting Biden's stamp of approval on the framework ahead of Thursday's meeting, effectively making it a tentative agreement. Now, White House senior staff had 2 productive meetings today with the bipartisan group of senators who have been negotiating about infrastructure. The group made progress towards an outline of a potential agreement, and the president has invited the group to come to the White House tomorrow or today. This was written yesterday evening to discuss this in person, said White House spokesperson Jen Psaki in a statement. But it's still a boost for the likelihood that Biden is able to get his biggest legislative priority through Congress and a significant breakthrough for a chance of bipartisan infrastructure package. Now, Democrats, though, they've still made it increasingly clear that they are ready to cut off the bipartisan talks and try to pass a massive infrastructure package on their own. Democrats can use reconciliation to avoid the 60-vote legislative filibuster in the Senate if they can unite all 50 of their members behind a plan. But some, like Senator Manchin, however, we did hear him yesterday say he's considering it. He's coming around. He's changing his mind. He hasn't yet quite committed, though, to a Democratic-only package. Democrats also haven't agreed to the scope of such a plan, with Senator Bernie Sanders suggesting that they could go as high as $6 trillion. Massive, sparking pushback from others in the caucus. Now, senators involved in the negotiations also say they felt intense pressure to at least lock in a framework of an agreement before the Senate leaves town for a 2-week recess on Thursday. So they're trying to get this wrapped up before the 4th of July. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer wants to have votes on both a bipartisan package and budget resolution. We heard him mention 2 paths forward. So just in case bipartisan talks fall apart, they have resolution ready to roll and they can pass it through reconciliation. That would set up a second separate large Democratic-only bill during the chamber's brief July work period. So you guys, what they're saying is right now they think they've got this ready to roll. They're going to see if they're going to get the president to sign off on it. But Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is getting ready reconciliation just in case, and they're getting ready. They're saying a massive reconciliation bill. Now, yesterday, White House officials, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer had a 2-hour meeting. And after that meeting, we heard from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who said both tracks, the bipartisan track and the budget reconciliation track, are proceeding apace. And we hope to have voted on both of them in July. So what they're saying is they want to have this ready in July. Now, Schumer clarified that he meant the first act of reconciliation while passing a budget resolution would be finished next month. So just the beginning portion of it. Democrats have not set a hard timeline for when they think that they could get a second step, a mammoth detailed infrastructure bill through the Senate, which is expected to leave in early August until mid-September. So they're saying that they don't have a hard timeline for this yet. Hopefully they're going to get it done right away, but they're also going to be leaving on recess here very soon. So hopefully they can get this all passed right away. And also, just to clarify, this bipartisan agreement is for the physical infrastructure, roads, bridges, highways. So this first portion, if it gets passed, will not include human infrastructure. So that's not going to be money to people, to families, and things like that. That would be in the second portion. So we'll see, but it's sounding like right now, hopefully they can get this first portion passed in July, and then the second portion, they can get it rolling here maybe after recess, hopefully before. We will see. I'll keep you guys up to date. But right now, they're saying they don't really have a hard timeline. And even while senators and bipartisan groups touted that they had reached a framework agreement, they still need to sell the plan to their own colleagues in addition to Biden. So even if Biden signs off on it, the White House says, yes, we approve of this bill, they need to get enough people on board to pass it through the Senate with 60 votes. Now, Senator Rob Portman, another member of the group, stopped short of using the word framework, but stressed that they were very close. So in regards to stimulus checks, extended child tax credit, free college tuition, free childcare, things like that, provisions for people, additional SSI, SSDI, any of those provisions that would provide more stimulus to people, families, individuals, all of those will be included in the human infrastructure bill. So right now, just to clarify, this bipartisan group of lawmakers, they're working on the physical infrastructure. The second portion, human infrastructure, would include all of those. So this is going to be a follow-up. So the faster they get this done, the faster we will see that second portion roll out with all of those provisions that we could potentially see. Now, just to clarify, right now the proposal holds several of those. Stimulus checks are currently not included in the proposal, but they still could get slipped in. We're still waiting to see. Everybody asks every single day, are we or are we not getting a fourth stimulus check? To which we just have to wait and see, because it is still in a framework kind of proposal. It's not assembled, it's not a bill, and they still have a ton of proposals on the table that they want to include in this package. So I'll be sure to let you guys know, but just to clarify right now, this bipartisan group of lawmakers are working on the physical infrastructure deal. You're not going to hear about stimulus checks. You're not going to hear about extended child tax credit in this portion, but we will hear more about this potentially in the second portion. So I'll keep you guys up to date. That is the latest. That was some breaking news that just came out. We will see what unfolds here today. If I hear about it, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. And also, I'll keep you up to date on to what's unfolding with those tax refunds rolling out. As a lot of people are still waiting. I actually just did a poll on the channel, and a lot of people said they still have not gotten the tax refunds for unemployment last year, that tax-free $10,200, and also what's happening with the federal unemployment benefits coming to an end, as a lot of states are ending them early and also changing the rules by which you can require unemployment. All these details coming out. I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And once again, you guys, thank you for joining me. If you like and appreciate these videos, don't forget before you leave, smash that like button if you haven't already. If you want to stay up to date on all these topics, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3 if you want to see what stocks or cryptos I'm trading. Join the Patreon group. And if you want to get some free stocks and cryptos right now, use the links in the description below. That being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. I'll keep you up to date. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.